Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 back again. I have to remember what I was doing in the last episode. I know that a lot of this stuff was being changed into liquid, right? And that liquid is being pushed into there, I think. Yeah, okay. So, I need to use this neutralizer a bit more, I think. So, I would like to put a meter, just like a little basic meter on there so I can see how much pressure is in the pipe. And then also I need power and water. So, take care of the immediate things first, right? Alright. Well, that is not where that goes. There we go. Okay, so that is that. Water. All right. So that should be good. All right. Let's head back out here. Did I leave that thing on? I did leave that thing on. What's in here? Oh, more of that. Okay. Well, that can go there. Actually, no. I want you to stay on so I can take that stuff out because I'm probably going to need some of it, right? If I had to guess. So that can go there. I will take that. That can go off. That can go off. All right. Now, meter. Yeah, there we go. Liquid pipe. No, gaseous pipe. There we go. Need iron. Okay. Iron. Good to go. Make one of those things. That's not what I was expecting to pop out of there, but okay. Alright, so that is what I need right there. So let's head back in here. And the reason why I want this in here is because I want to be able to determine how much gas this thing is mixing inside this little tiny pipeline. So we're going to put this thing there. I don't know which way's up, though. I'm assuming that way's up. Yeah, that's fine. It's good enough. Okay, so now when I turn this thing back on, that fills up very quickly. Holy crap. Okay, so now I can watch that, and then when that thing gets filled up enough, assuming that that still has stuff in it, so we have 466 moles, so we have 7.75 megapascals in there. We have 3.89 megapascals in there, so that should be enough to make some. Okay, so now this is just like really slow. Why did it like shoot up real quick? And now it's like super slow. It's weird. But I guess we'll let that go for a little bit. This is still pumping. Do we need it to pump right now? Yes, we do. Okay, so that should get out all of the nitrous oxide. So I gotta wait for that to finish, and then I have to turn this thing off so I'm not pumping in any of the other gases that the neutralizer will make. Because it's not a complete combustion to make the nitrous oxide here, so. And then of course that's not telling me anything because reasons. And then also, is that going to start? No, it shouldn't. Yeah, I was going to say, is that going to start like turning into a liquid, but it's not mixed yet, so that shouldn't happen. Yeah, so that should be fine. The other thing I was thinking about doing is putting a radiator on here, so let me make one of those real quick. Little liquid radiator, and we'll just draw it out into the room. Hopefully that'll be enough to encourage it to liquefy a little bit more. So that should be fun. Radiator. Liquid radiator. Okay. I need invar. Wait, what? That's a medium. I don't want a medium one. Radiator. This one. There we go. So make me one of those, please. Thank you. All right, so that can turn off, and then we'll put this back in here. All right, because I believe the temperature in there is actually still pretty high. Yeah, it's 90 degrees in there. So by putting this on here and venting to the room, that should hopefully help cool this down. And it is, good. Which should then hopefully increase the speed at which this turns into a liquid. Because the hotter it is, the more likely it is to be gaseous, whereas the colder it is, the more likely it is to be liquid or solid. So that is my thought process here. How's this doing? We're at 0.053. All right. And I'm drinking an energy drink in the afternoon. Actually, it's almost evening. So I'm sure that'll help my sleep really, really well tonight. Actually, you know what? It probably actually will. Caffeine doesn't really do much to me for some reason. So like I could drink an entire like can of Monster and go right to bed afterwards and have like no issues. What I find that it does help me with is like multitasking, I guess. I can keep track of more things if I have, you know, more caffeine in my system. Because I mean, I've quit caffeine like a few times before. I mean, of course, it's not quitting if you eventually go back to it, but I mean, like for months at a time. And there's really like, I don't go through withdrawals or anything. It's just, I noticed that my thinking kind of slows down, and I just ran out of battery in there. That's cool. All right, but that's also fine. So let's go ahead and get that replaced. Battery. There we go. Okay, so that's good there. This is into the green. Okay, so we're now into the green. We're at 16.2 megapascals in there. I don't know how much that's actually going to make, though. But how are we in here? Do we have almost all of it out? It's close. It like slows down like the lower pressure you have. Kind of weird. I mean, I suppose it makes sense. It's harder to draw a vacuum, right, than it is just to pull gas out. So I suppose the question would be, does this need to be a vacuum? And my answer to that is no. So turn that off, which then should stop that from doing its thing. And then in here, okay, that's in the room. I don't care about what's in the room. I want to know what's in the pipe. There we go. So we're at 1.87. And we are cooling, so that's good. All right, so I think we just need more pressure now. So more pressure, more cooling. So we're at 18.9 megapascals. So we'll stop there for now. And then we'll turn this thing on. And then that should be pumping all kinds of stuff into here. Good. And now the oxygen and the nitrogen should be filtering off right away because those are still on. So that's good. And then this is actually processing incredibly slow, surprisingly. But I'm kind of okay with that. Conversion efficiency is 97%. I think that's probably the highest you can get. So 97% of this is going to come out as nitrogen or nitrous oxide. The other 3% should, then again, that's not really what I'm getting here, is it? It looks like 75% comes out as nitrous oxide, and the other 25% is split between oxygen and nitrogen. So that's interesting. But I should probably also be watching our batteries here to see how quickly they're draining. I think we're okay. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so then we just let this thing go forever and a day, I guess. Until it's, you know, gone through all it's going to go through. It's going to take a while, and it's not really making all that much either. I wonder if I need to pressurize this. I don't know. We'll let that go for a little bit. We'll see what else we can do here. So that's kind of doing its thing, I guess. Not much we can do about that. There was a comment about using a purge valve to get the remaining gases out of here. But the thing is, if you reduce pressure inside of here, that's going to cause the liquefied gas to gasify, and then that will escape out the purge valve too. So I don't think that would be conducive to what I'm trying to do. Because like the same thing, like when I open this thing up, right, it should just be letting the gas out. But what ends up happening is that the liquid goes through here and then it gasifies and goes out. So I'm losing nitrous oxide by opening this thing up, which I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to work, but that's just, you know, kind of how it happens, I guess. Okay, so since we've got that, let me swap this out, I suppose. That'll be good. And then we will swap this out. Oh, wait, no, do we want to? I think it'll be fine. So we'll do that. That'll push out all the carbon dioxide out, which means I have to turn the carbon dioxide filter on to get that out of here. Yeah, okay. And then I think the pressure in the room is okay for now, so we'll turn that off, save a little bit more power. And then we'll just check to see what the gas makeup is inside of the pipe here. So pretty much what we expected. We've got 69 moles of gaseous nitrous oxide. I don't know if that's going to directly correlate into liquid, but we've got 78 moles in there, and that's only 2 liters. So I don't know if this is gonna be the answer, but that's like almost done already. Wow. Went a lot faster than I thought. Well, we could sit here and watch the dial go down, I suppose. Or we could, I don't know, figure something else out to do. I need more nitrous oxide, which means I need more nitrogen, which means mining, right? Okay, so what are other options that I could do? I could start setting up the rocket, and then I would probably want to do that probably off over here, and do like another little platform over here or something. And then we'll try to control that with the computer and the IC chip. We'll see how that goes. I should be able to hopefully code something that works relatively well. And then this in here, I actually don't know how well this is cooling off in here or if it's just heating up. I mean, it's 48, so there's that. These are not running at all now, so that's fine. But those don't use any power, like they're power generators, so they don't actually take anything. This thing is all the way empty, so that can come out, or turn off anyways. But it's still showing 1.03 megapascals in there, which means that we have just gas in there. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about what I can do here. So let's say that I make a chamber that I can just kind of empty out these canisters into, and then have a pump inside of there, like an active vent or something. So like here, right? So I could use this room here, connect the pipe through here to an active vent so it completely pulls everything out of this room. And then I can kind of use that as, but then again, I mean, I suppose it doesn't really matter if I'm throwing in atmosphere in here, so I think that'll actually work. Okay, but I am gonna need a new door, and I am gonna need some steel plates in there. So let's put that off to the side for now and see what we can get done there. And this will be good use for the room too, so I'm not actually mad about it. Right, we need this thing there. Apparently it says iron sheets. I disagree, sir. We are going to go with steel frames. Okay, so that means that I have to take all of this stuff up. And then these can go over there, sir. You can go there and there. Okay, so now I have the steel frames, I have the steel plates, or steel sheets, whatever you want to call them. Okay, so now what I do is take these apart first. Okay, so then that can get stored, and then I need this to take that out and that out. And then once that's done, I can put these in. Hello? There we go. Okay, and now once we have that, we go like this, and we say weld. Okay, so there's that, and then this is already a sealed room, I believe. Wait, is that sealed? That is not sealed. Okay, so we need a piece of glass up there. Good to go. Okay, so let's put this back. Grab this little piece of glass right here. How did I not fill this thing in? Okay, so that should now be pressurized. Good. All right. So there's that and that. This can go in there, and then that's iron frames. So iron frame. Oh no, these are steel frames. Those frames can go there. That should work. We have 50 coil cable there. I think that'll be right. Okay, so now I need to take out this door and replace it. Is it going to be hand drill? Okay. And then wrench. Okay. So there's that door. Do I have another door? Interior doors. Okay, so that can go there. Okay, so it looks like I need to make another door. Alright, so door. Regular door. It's going to require iron and copper, which I believe is over here. So there's some silicon, steel, copper, gold, and iron. Thank you. Alright. So that can be made. Good. And then I suppose I can just kind of store this stuff up here for now. Alright, so that'll get me my door, and then this can just kind of turn off for now. And then I need to get this thing connected to power. Okay, so we're going to go here. Blocked by cable straight, what? Oh, right. Yeah, we need to go this way. So, composite door here. Okay. And is that plastic or just glass? I think it's plastic, right? Welding torch and plastic, okay. Alright. So, welding torch, yes. Plastic, yes. Good. Okay, and then I need the crowbar and glass, right? Okay, so that'll work there. Now, it's saying that there was straight wire in the way, right? Which means that there's wire under the wall. So now I just gotta figure out where that is, and then tap into it, and then we'll have power for the door. Now the question is, am I gonna be able to see it? Okay, so yeah, that is very obviously right there. Good. So we'll do that, and we'll do that. And then that can go that way. Okay. And then how are we doing here? Are we down to 0? Okay, so that can turn off. Now, let's check what we got going on in here. We have just the nitrous oxide left. Okay, so now these can turn off. save a little bit of power, right? So there's that. And then we can turn this thing back on. And then this should be taking all of that and then pumping it into here, which should hopefully make a bit more liquid nitrous oxide. But it's kind of weird because, like, the pressure that you can put inside of here is kind of not really in your control. Because, I mean, think about it, right? Like, if we put gas in here, the pressure goes up, right? But as the pressure goes up, the gas liquefies, which then reduces the pressure. So it's like, it's always going to find its balance, right? Which is kind of weird, but, you know, it is what it is. And also, that's got a lot of temperature in there, too. Should probably cool this down as well. Apparently my power's low, so that's fun. How are we doing in here, though? Okay, so that's definitely, well, it's heating up now, but it was cooling, so that's good. Liquid is going up, which is good. The gas in there is not really doing anything, so... Okay, so now the pollutant is... No, the percentage of pollutant is going down, but the moles are remaining the same. Okay. So yeah, that's fine. We'll kind of let that do its thing for a while. All right, so... Now all I have to do is connect this up. All right, so now that that's there, I need the active vent. Do I have one in here? I don't think that was an active vent over there. No, definitely not. Okay. So then this thing needs to give me the vent. Iron, copper, and gold. Good to go. All right, and then I need insulated pipe, but I'm gonna need more than that. So let's get the steel, not that, steel and the silicon in there. So we can make some insulated pipe. Good. That'll make, you know, a fair amount, I suppose. All right, so now we go into here. And then, let's see, we can put this kind of in line here. Okay. And then we should be able to run directly off of this once we get this tool here. Okay. Now that should go up there and connect. Good. All right. So that goes in there. So that's going to pull all of our stuff out. And then what I need to do is connect in the pipe, so that way it pulls all of the stuff. That should be good, right? How many is this? 13? Yeah, that should be good. Okay, and then we'll grab that as well. Hop in here. All right, so now this has to go just straight across. So before I do this though, let me put this here. Okay, and then we'll put this on the ground, and then we'll pick it up. And then all of a sudden I have all brown pipes. Good job. All right, so that can go there. And then we just kind of go across here. And then of course that can go back there. That can go back there. And then that's going to pull whatever atmosphere is in there into the pipes in there. So that should allow me a safe place to evacuate this thing without actually losing any of the stuff that's in there. But before I finish doing that, I should probably get myself some water and power again. So that can go there, that can go there. All right. Okay, so that's good to go. Close the helmet. All right, and we're going. All right, so that's all doing its thing. That's going in there. I think that's good to go. So how are we doing on stuff? We have 2 moles and... Okay, so we're dropping down to basically the end. Whatever we have in here, and that is currently at 3 liters. Okay, so we made a liter of nitrous oxide with all of that. So that's not much, but you know, it is what it is, right? Okay, so if I close this door now, okay, so that's inwards, outwards. So we have 2 kilopascals, right? And I think red is to pull inwards, so that should bring us down to, yeah, that brings us down to there. Okay, so with that, we are at a vacuum in here as it pulls out everything. Oh, I left that on, dang it. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so now this thing. Okay, so now if I place this thing down and analyze it, apparently it, okay, hang on. How many times do I have to do this? Okay, so can we, is there still stuff? There's still stuff in there. Why? Okay. This does not like me, apparently. And it's not actually emptying the gas out, even though I'm opening the damn thing up. Okay. Good to go. So let me grab one of these. Oh wait, no. Is that a regulator? If that's a regulator, I want it. That is. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll take that. And then I'm going to need a liquid pipe, I believe. So we'll kind of put that over here for now. Liquid pipe. I'm going to need that though too. All right. So within here there should be a purge valve, right? Yeah. Now that purge is going to do what exactly? I'm assuming we can make it just empty everything out, right? That's my assumption. I could be wrong. But assuming I'm not wrong, we'll put this here. We'll build this thing going up here. And then we'll put this thing here. Okay. And now, oh, should I move that forward? It's fine. It's fine. Power. I can use this for power though. Okay, so that can go there, and then I need this thing so that way I can pull off of this. Straight. No, I want a corner to go that way. Good. Then we'll go that way, and then this way. Now we can finally break into our 50 stack here. Good. Purge valve, output, whatever. Okay. Does that need a pipe? Why does that need a pipe? Can't I just like tell it to purge? You. Go in there. And purge out. Okay, so, okay, let me read how this thing works. So, purge valve allows for removal of pressure and gas and evaporated liquids from a liquid pipe. Similar in function to a back pressure regulator, the purge valve moves gas from the input liquid pipe to the output gas pipe, aiming to keep the pressure of the input at the target setting. Wait, so then did I not need to make this room, like, at all? Probably. Okay, well, let me take all this apart then. You can go in there. Try this again. And you can go there, and then you can go there. And then you probably need a drill. Okay. So we still have this room that I can pull a full vacuum into, so it's still useful. And then, I mean, let's think about this real quick, right? So we'll put that there in the corner. So if this thing just pulls from here and puts it into there, then what is the purpose of this valve here, right? So we'll get rid of that. Or maybe it's just that this one is powered. So if we do the purge valve here, and then that's set to do what? Moves gas from the input liquid pipe to the output gas pipe, aiming to keep the pressure of the input at the target setting. Okay, so then I would want this to be at 0 because I want to pull all of the gas out, right? Now, is that going to pull everything out? That is my question. So we need this thing. Okay, and we'll turn this on. Okay, so it's pulling out. Yeah, and you can see that the gas in here is evaporating, right? So it's pulling out the liquid as well because as I'm reducing the pressure inside the canister, reduced pressure turns the liquid back into a gas, which... Okay. I mean, that's kind of what I thought was going to happen, but at least now we know that is actually what is happening. So that's good. So I guess at least this way we can completely purge the gas out of there. And then I guess we just don't need to turn it on in the future. I mean, so what is it? Why is it slowing down? That doesn't make a lot of sense here. So yeah, so we're losing liquid, right? Which is kind of defeating the entire purpose of this whole thing. So, which means that we're also pumping everything back in here as I'm trying to pump everything out. So now hopefully that will just take everything out. Yeah, it's losing 10 milliliters every tick, nearly every tick, every other tick. I don't know. It's slowing down. So if we need a certain amount of pressure in here, right? Let me think about this. So if we keep the pressure at like 800, right? So that will stop pulling this through, right? So then that's going to start, I guess, what is that doing? Is it making more liquid again? Okay, so it's going back from a gas to a liquid again. Okay, so now we need to take a look at what's in here. Now that is going to keep that in there until the pressure gets back up to 800, then it'll start off-gassing again. Okay. So whatever's in here now needs to come out of here. So that's pollutants, CO2, and nitrogen. So there's our pollutants, there's our oxygen, nitrogen, CO2. Okay, so that's pulling all of that stuff out. Good. And then what I could do is change this thing around and just have the output, instead of going into this huge tank over here, it could go into this little system here, and then I can get rid of this pump. So that could be an option that I could do. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, so now it's turning back into a gas, I guess. And it is slowly pushing out all of the pollutant because the pressure is above 800. Okay. But if I run this through the filter, I don't have to worry about accidentally pushing other things through here. So what I'm going to do here, is there anything left? There is something left in here. Okay, so how do I... Okay, hang on. I think I can manage this. Okay, so if I take this thing apart, it should push whatever 5 moles of gas into here, right? And it didn't do that. It just lost it all. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we have to take all of this stuff and somehow run it over into here. So that'll be fun. Okay, so let me see what I can do here. I'm trying to save whatever gas I can. We'll see how that works. Okay, so then... Alright. I need pipe. I don't have pipe. Let's go and grab some. And then while I'm at it, we'll take this thing out of here too. Alright. Trying to make this stuff work. It's not making it easy on me. Alright, so that can probably go like over there or something. Am I gonna need the liquid pipe? Probably. The valve? Probably. This? No. Plastic? Definitely not. That can go back over here. And that is still on. Okay. How are we doing on our power? This one's still fully charged. That one is basically empty. That one is charging somehow, I guess. We're out of coal up there, but that's fine. I think we'll be okay for now. Apparently my tomatoes all died. Well, that's cool. Oh well. So let's see. I need, okay, so this can stack with that. Good. I need this. Of course, that's got to turn into other colors, of course. All right, so I have that. I think everything else I need is in there. Okay, so is that thing still on? No, that's off. Okay, so let's take this off, which is of course going to break that thing, but that's fine. Okay. So now the reason why I'm doing this is because as I delete these things, it should force all of the excess stuff into these pipes. So then as I get rid of those, it should force it all into this pipe. So that can stay there. And then okay, so then that can go off. And then we need the wrench again. Okay. So there's that. All right. Now this thing is got to come apart. This thing has also got to come apart. So we'll just kind of force everything into there, I guess. There we go. And then this thing can come apart. We just have parts all over the place. All right. So there's that. Now we got to move all of this stuff over to this side so we can use this thing to just pull the nitrous oxide directly out, which should hopefully help that out. Okay. Okay, So if I don't have to worry about that, pressure regulator, volume pump, I don't think I have to worry about any of that. Radiator, I will throw in there eventually. All of this pipe can go into here. And then I need to use this little valve over here. So when it takes... Where am I? I need to go over here. There we go. Okay. So now, no, this is an expansion valve. We want the other one. Condensation valve. Okay. So that should start pushing all of this stuff into here. And then... I don't know how or where I'm going to do all of this, but just kind of open that up right now. Okay, so now did that push all of the gas into that liquid pipe? It did not. So it's still in here. If I delete this, it's just going to... Okay, it's fine. I mean, I'm not going to need brown pipe anymore, right? So what I can do is we'll throw that down. We'll pick this up. And then we'll pick all of that up, and then I have green pipe. Okay. So that can go there. Okay. So that's going to pump everything into here, probably at a fairly high rate of pressure eventually. So if we take a look at what's going to go on in here, we'll see if it starts breaking. I need this little guy. Yeah. Okay, so that is turning into a liquid. Stress is building. Why is the stress building? It should be going into here, right? Yeah. Okay, so I think we just need more. But I mean, it's turning into liquid really, really fast, so that's good, right? Okay. So now that we've got that done, we probably need to put the radiator onto here to cool it down to ambient. And then we're going to need this thing over here again. And then that's got to go... I mean, there's a ton of different ways that I could do this, I suppose. I could put it right there. And that would just push it directly in there. But I want to put the purge valve in here as well. So that'll be this thing. And that has to go back that way. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then that can just pump directly into there, so that means I'm going to need brown pipes. Okay, and then let's see. So before I do that, let's go ahead and put this in here. Okay. So that can go there. This can go there. And then that should be filling up, I think. Or not. Oh, because I increased the volume, so probably turned all back into gas again. Yep, okay. And then in there is still pollutants, which, you know, fine, whatever. Okay, so let's bring this back down, go up to 800. I know it's got to be more than that, but, you know, it's fine for now. Okay. And then I have this thing over here as well, which I could probably hook up both of these, but then that would be... That would have too much volume in here, so then it would be harder to make all of that pressurize up the way I need it to. This thing can go, I don't know, over there. And then this thing can probably also go... Actually, what is this? This is liquid or gas? This is gas, okay. Do I need this? I don't think I need that. We'll just put that over there. Okay, so I am going to need some more brown pipe. So what I can do is turn this brown pipe and then make all of the pipe brown. So that works there. Okay. And then with that done and that reconnected, then I need to connect up this thing. Okay. So that can go there. Apparently, someone who's trying to sell a house gave them my number, and so I've been getting contacted by all of these real estate agents trying to buy property that isn't even mine, asking for someone named James, which obviously is not who I am. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so that's doing its thing. This is cooling down everything inside the pipe. At least it should be. So if we watch this, okay, so everything is gasifying, or it's just getting kind of purged out. Okay, so then this little bit right here is putting a lot of stress on the pipe, but why isn't it going out through there as it liquefies? Or is it? It is. It's just going too fast. Okay. All right. So the stress that this is building up is way too fast. But I wonder if it's going to keep on building or if it'll eventually equalize at some point, because I'm putting in so much pressure that it just automatically turns into water. So we'll have constant stress on the pipe, but it shouldn't burst. Okay, looks like the stress is kind of capping out. The pressure is high though. It's way too high. But with that much pressure in there, it should be turning into a liquid fairly quickly. It is very, very warm in there though. Okay, so I think I need another radiator, potentially. And then I will likely need, of course that's the only stuff I've got, right? Yeah, so this isn't going to move through until it turns into a liquid, which it's probably not going to do because it's too hot. So really, really high pressure, but temperature too hot. So how do we do this? Well, I need power first, right? How are we doing? Everything is dead except for that one battery. Okay. We'll get some more coal. It's cool. Turn on everything. Coal. Grab the coal. Thank you. All right. Turn that off. All right, and then this can go there, and then that will charge everything up. And we also have the sun coming too, so that's gonna probably overcharge everything. That's fine. Then I need water, so we'll go grab that real quick. Okay. Okay. So there's that. Do I have a radiator just lying around? I have no idea. Probably not. No. Okay, so let's make another radiator. Radiator. There we go. Do that thing. Okay. Um, 158 moles of nitrous oxide in there. That's cool. Okay, what is our current... Okay, well, first off, let me update this real quick. So we're going to put this here. And then, unfortunately, I'm going to take this green pipe and turn it brown. So that's just going to be how it's going to be. And then we can take... Okay, so now that should have increased the volume, which is then going to change other things. Okay, so then we have this convection radiator here, which should keep the temperature down. And then if we can keep the temperature down... Wait, is that everything out of there? Wait, what? Where did it all go? Oh, wait, did it all turn into here? No. Is it all just kind of just cycling right now? Is that what's going on? I think that's kind of what's happening. Okay, so stress going up, obviously. We're trying to keep the temperature down with the radiator, so that should hopefully help it make more liquid. Okay, stress is fairly low. Pressure is going up fairly quickly. Basically, I'm just trying not to break things. I don't want any exploded pipes here. Okay, so we're at 10 megapascals, 23.5% stress. So we're keeping it fairly low, which is good. It's actually dropping now. What? How is that happening? Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on here? So pressure is dropping. Stress is dropping. Temperature is now also dropping. It's liquefying. Okay, so then what do we have in here? Okay, so that was everything? No, that was not everything. Okay, so it's just taking whatever is being pushed out via the purge valve. Okay, good. So that took all of the pollutants out, which means that I can probably turn this thing off now. Okay. Now we check this thing. We have nothing left in there, which means we don't need this thing on. And then this is dropping in pressure, and we're also dropping in temperature. Good, which should then hopefully help keep everything there. And then this pressure is going up as well. So we're at 104 moles in there, in this whole system really. But we no longer have, actually what's in here? Let me put, okay, let me close that off. And we'll take this one out. And we'll put this one in. I'll see if I can clean this one out. And we'll put this down to, whoops, 0. So that should hopefully pull everything out. Okay, so now we are back to pure nitrous oxide in here. Wait, do I want this thing to be completely emptied? Probably, right? Can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. Maybe I can. Just empty this thing out completely. It's probably going to take a while, though. And then as I'm lowering the pressure in here, everything is gasifying again. It's also reducing in temperature, which is interesting. Okay. And then this is, of course, filling up with gaseous nitrous oxide because we have 700 liters of volume in there. And then how are you doing? This is at 1 megapascal. It's kind of not really doing much, is it? Okay, now it's gassing. Uh-oh. That's what, where, how, what, where, why, what? What is being stressed right now? It's 1.92% stress. Wait, how is... Wait, what? Why did that break? Seriously, why did that break? Okay, so now I gotta purge everything, so that's fun. Nope. So now we'll push everything back into here. That's annoying. But you know, it's whatever, right? So why did that try to break on me? Pressure is not high enough. It wasn't giving me any kind of a warning. At least I didn't think it was. Okay, so what is your dealio? Why did you break? Or try to break? Okay. We have all kinds of stuff in here that I do not need in there now, so that's cool. So we'll pull everything out. I mean, granted, we just lost everything anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And this is still doing, I don't know, whatever it's doing. But that's off right now, so that's why that's not going through. So that's still pure. Okay, so now that is completely empty. All right. So now the room should be dropping in pressure, and then all of that should be going into here, which means I need to turn on all of this stuff to store everything again. So it's already kind of doing that. Good. Apparently the nitrous oxide in the pipe is, oh, that's in the room, is going down. And then in here, we have 23% stress in the pipe. That's no good. There's too much pressure in there, that's why. Okay. So CO2 is now done. We are at a vacuum in the room, or close to it anyways. Okay, and then what do we have in here? So I could start, so we have 3.24 liters of nitrous oxide in here currently. And then we're at, I mean, we're dropping in here, so that's fine. This can open because that is now closed, which should then be pushing all of this, or at least some of it anyways, into here. It's cold. Does that mean that it's freezing? Does that mean that I need to put a probably need to put a radiator on here too. Where was my liquid radiator? I did have one, right? Pretty sure I did. It was on that pipe section right there. So where did I put that? I didn't take it out, did I? No, I don't think I did. It's not here, obviously. Okay, let's put some of this stuff away. Dude, where did it go? I didn't put it in here, did I? I don't think I did. No, it's not in here. Am I going crazy, or did I not have a liquid radiator thing? Fairly certain I did. Okay, so we have just a little bit of nitrogen left in here, which is actually fine. We'll turn that off. And then we will refill the room with nitrogen. Okay, so where? I must be going crazy because I have no idea where that thing went. And I know I had it. Maybe it disappeared when I disassembled the pipe? No, it shouldn't have done that. Because I had to take it off the pipe in order to get to the pipe. So that's not... I'm so confused. Okay. What are we at? We're basically at an hour as well, so let's just make another one. Kit, radiator, liquid, do the thing. Passive vent, insulated tank, pipe cowl. It's certainly not there. Did I leave it in here? No. Okay. So it's not there. Whatever. It's... Wait, did I put it in here? No. There's a valve in there, though. Whatever that thing is. I don't know. Okay, hang on. I gotta keep the temperature inside of that pipe at a nice toasty 25 degrees C. So I definitely need this thing on there. Okay. So that should hopefully keep anything in here from freezing, because that should increase the pressure or the temperature. Okay. All right, so now we've got nitrogen, nitrous oxide, but it's in liquid format. And then I need atmosphere in here for it to effectively draw heat. So that's gotta, man. Okay, so it all turned into liquid, all of it. How does that work? And so then if I turn this thing on, it's not going to do a damn thing because, oh, it is. It's pulling the liquid out. Interesting. Okay, and then it should be, what, heating up in here or something? Okay, so this is 27 degrees and is pushing into here, which is cold. So now this should be warming up quicker, but it's actually cooling down. Wait, what? Why? If I'm pressurizing it, is that not what I'm doing? Yeah, I'm pushing everything in here, into here. Stress is at 3.98%, so that's like nothing. We're keeping everything relatively the same temperature. Pressure in here is going up. So once it gets to the correct pressure and temperature, I suppose, then it'll start turning into liquid again. I don't know. Stuff is not easy to deal with, but I am trying. I am very much trying. Okay, so all of this other stuff does not need to be on. The nitrogen does. Oxygen does not. Pollutant does not. Okay. But we're back to a pure nitrogen atmosphere in here, so that's good. At the very least, and we are slowly building up our pressure again, so that's also good. And then we're pulling out the nitrous oxide and throwing it into here, and then all of that is going into here and not becoming liquid because... Oh, it is becoming liquid now. Okay, good. I think it's because the pressure is going up. Feels like it's going a little bit faster. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Temperature is increasing, I think, which is good. Pressure is up to the point to where it should start picking up really fast and turning all of this into liquid, I'm hoping. And then what do we got in here? This is 27.9 degrees. Looks like we're staying right about the same amount of moles in here, so that's whatever. So I think at that pressure and temperature, that's kind of what we got. And then it is ever so slowly pulling everything out of here and then pushing it all into here. So I think that much at least is working. Now, the only thing that I do need to do on here is what I had before was acting as a sort of protection. So if any liquid built up in the line, it would go into a tank. So what if... Okay, so I need to, like, empty this thing, right? But I can't really do that because that's in there currently. And then I need the valve and all that other fun stuff in here, so that way it can push everything into a liquid if needed. So let's just, I guess, get this thing going back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so that's kind of doing sort of what we need. I don't know. So I have to, we'll save that for the next episode though. I'm pretty far over an hour. All right, but that is going to be all I have for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you will join me for the next one. But let me check this one more time. Okay, so that seems to be doing what it's doing. Okay, temperature is going up now. Stress is way down though. But it is turning into liquid, so that's good. And we have successfully pulled all of that out of the pipeline, so that no longer needs to be there. Okay. So that's pretty much all I'm going to get in here. And then that is cooling down, which should help it all turn into liquid again, which should then also be pushing into here. So we've got 1.38 liters, 1.47, 1.38, I don't know. So I don't know, man. Still a mystery to me. I still don't quite understand it yet, but hopefully one of these days I will. But that was another episode of Messing Around with Nitrous Oxide. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.